What is up, guys? This is Mark with the mic, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Red Cyclo Inc. I'm Mark with the mic. I'm joined by tag team partner, Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up, Mark?
So I found a website to actually make belts.
Okay, so
It's
what
expensive as
exactly?
shit, though.
Oh, okay. I was to say, what exactly would you get as the logo for the tag team belts?
I will probably see if I could put a combination because Red Cyclo Inc. is usually we have something with Zangief, and then I have my Merc with the mic as the Wrestling Babble character thing.
So why don't you have the Merc doing a Zangief move?
There you go. That would be the
So
title.
he's doing the lariat or something. There you go.
Yeah, because I've been listening to the Major Wrestling Figure podcast a lot. I've been just going through their shows. I actually really enjoy it because it's all about wrestling toys.
Who's that?
It's Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins.
Ah, okay.
They do a podcast mainly, basically, it's all about wrestling figures, from LJNs to.
And I know Zack Ryder is classified as certifiably crazy when it comes to the figures, right?
Yeah, he considers himself the Michael Jordan of wrestling figure collecting.
All right.
That's his thing. He actually had gear made in the Bulls-looking jersey saying that as well, the Michael Jordan of figure collecting.
Well, I guess nobody can stop you when you've actually had it done.
Yeah.
So fuck it, just take it.
I think they have a good time. This dude spends a lot of money. I'm like, damn, dude, he's spending like thousands of dollars like every week about this shit.
Cool. Zack Ryder or
yeah, Zack Ryder. Kurt Hawkins is more reserved. He picks and chooses what he gets.
But doesn't both of them, don't they both get stuff for free? Or can't they?
No. Half the things they buy, they will get maybe 1 or 2 cents in them, but the rest of them they usually have to buy themselves.
Okay, so not even the current things, they don't get like a pack?
No, maybe if they're figured, yes.
Okay, well, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Get your own figure. That'd be hilarious. You go to Vince, man, you just came out with this brand new line of figures. I'm like number 3. But they won't give me one. God damn it, you can't have it.
Yeah, like Kurt Hawkins was talking about that. There is a variation of the character, the figure of his right now, but he's not sure if they're gonna give him the exclusive one or they're gonna give him the regular one. You don't even know.
Wow, that's great.
And he said, "I'm at the shop every single day, and they don't figure something."
Nice.
I guess like it's more like it is a business. In the end of the day, we don't give shit for free.
No, I know, but it's pretty fucking hilarious though.
Yeah. So it was cool. But yeah, it's a really fun podcast. I found it on Google Play podcast, but you can probably find it on Spotify or Apple or wherever you listen to your podcast. Okay. It's called Major Wrestling Figure Podcast.
Nice.
Because their tag team was called the Major Brothers.
Really? Wait, how long did you said they tag teamed a while? But
so before they became the Edgeheads, they were a tag team called the Major Brothers, which they were in the WWE development, and then they also did some indie work before they made it as the Edgeheads. Because honestly, if it wasn't for Edge, they wouldn't get the big break on that. And then after Edge kind of left and stuff like that, they kind of went their separate ways. They still tag teamed for a little while, and then they kind of went their separate ways. And Zack Ryder did his own little thing, and Kurt Hawkins did his. Nothing really caught on. Zack Ryder, I think, got more play. I think Kurt Hawkins is very underrated, and they don't let him be what he could be.
Okay.
I think Kurt Hawkins is really good on the mic.
Yeah, he really.
But then again, I think it's more of him he doesn't care. He just cares about the paycheck and to keep his wrestling school open, so he does the job. He don't care. Because he has a wrestling school too. I think is Creative Wrestling School.
Oh, wow.
I think that's the name of it. Yeah, okay. Creative Wrestling School. That's his. It's actually in New York.
Gotcha. So the feeling with him is he's like, as long as he gets to be there and help, his side hustle grow, that's what he wants.
Right. Yeah, I think that's more like that. But yeah, he has a wrestling school in New York. He is from Queens, New York. Zack Ryder, they both New York people. So yeah, support the cast. It's really fun. If you ever collected like wrestling figures or pops or They have so much knowledge of things. They have me looking up figures because they're talking about it. Like they're talking about these WWE Stomp figures, which was like their action. They were kind of like the cops of WWE, and they had like Austin and like a SWAT gear and
Really?
Owen
Wow.
Hart and things like that. So when you hear these things in the conversations, you just like, oh, I'm gonna look that up. They're like, wow, those are that. And the funny thing is, sometimes I had them, and sometimes I've seen them. So it's cool. Definitely check it out.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because that even got me looking through my old collection. I have one thing that I think it's worth. Like honestly, if I were to sell it on eBay, I could probably get $800 to $1,000 for it.
Really?
800 to $1,000. I have original LJN Macho Man Randy Savage
Oh shit.
in case, in package,
On
never
purpose?
opened. It was a gift to me, and I've never opened it.
Yeah. See, that happens a lot too.
Yeah, I had one. No, it was a gift to me that I got. I had already. So my mom was like, "Just leave it in case this one breaks, you can open that one." And
Oh
I just
yeah.
never
Okay.
opened it. So I found it cleaning out and seeing like that. I found it, and I'm like, wow. I look it up and I look up the design and the tight colors and everything. The paint's still all 100% and shit like
No,
that.
that's not a one that's like a rare duplicate. Like, oh, this one is a misprint. That's why it's so rare. It's just
It's the
the
original one.
actual one. Okay.
Yeah, it's the actual one. This was before they did the Macho King one, so this is the regular Macho Man one.
Okay.
And
Cool.
he still had the purple tights and all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it goes for about 800 to $1,000, depending on how I sell it. Like if I post it up, I could probably send it to Zach Wright. He'll probably buy it off of me.
Oh, I got you. Does he? But I imagine you talking about it. Was that one of the things he got?
Yeah, he said he had like three. He had like a whole Macho Man collection.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. 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 I did. You know
Yes.
what? I will shout out Sam for the little back and forth because if you if you listen to his and theirs, they
Yeah.
had a little back and forth with some of the figures and stuff. And I I feel like if I had to check the collection of any of the Marvel stuff that I had, I probably have something that's worth something. But like
Yeah.
I typically never uh kept stuff for the purpose of for collective purposes.
Yeah.
So I end up with the situation you have where it's like, oh, I had a duplicate because somebody bought me the same thing. So that's the only reason I would have something in the package.
Yeah.
I was thinking, oh, I probably should take, but I've never had any wrestling figures besides the little thumb wrestlers.
Yeah.
Like that was about it. And the ones like in the early '90s where they were like really stiff, they weren't figures, but they all did something.
Yeah.
Like Big Boss Man
The
had
Hasbro.
yeah, that one.
Those
That's
were the
about the only one.
Hasbros. Yeah.
Had the really lame Ultimate Warrior, like you had this, you press him down and he jumps on you to do the splash. Supposedly, that
Yeah.
shit never
So
worked.
yeah, there was two warriors. I remember the one being the white trunks, and
The
that he
white
had his
trunks,
hand.
yeah,
He
the
had the gorilla
chainsaw.
press slam.
Yeah, that was
They
the other one.
they actually re-releasing those with the current wrestlers now.
Really? Holy
Yeah.
shit! The exact same type?
Yeah, the same models and stuff like that. Same
Wow.
like models and everything like that, and they're doing it. It's actually very popular. Like it's been big with the collections. I actually bought two of them just because I have saw them. I've gotten Dean Ambrose,
They
and I
made.
got
Wait a minute, you didn't say
yeah,
that. They made
yeah,
new people
yeah. They made the current roster
in the old.
in
Wow.
the old style. Yeah, yeah. And they're cheaper toys. They're like $8.99 and shit
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So
I'm
I
just
happen
saying
to be in
that's wow.
So I happened to be in Target and I saw Dean Ambrose and I saw Seth Rollins and
Mhm.
I bought those two.
Wow, that's cool. I didn't know
Seth Rollins was the same model as Razor Ramon, I think.
that.
He had the clothesline.
Oh, so like his waist turned.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I remember that.
they're very limited. They like the toys as toys. They suck.
Yeah,
Like
they
they were
were only
very
meant to do
limited.
one thing. Yeah.
Yeah, they're very limited. And it was like that. But that was probably one of my favorite rings, like their toy ring. I think that was the greatest thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
I do. I remember having one neighbor that had that. They
yeah.
also had the okay. Do you remember the name of the giant transformer that used to be bigger than Optimus Prime? The one that they all used to drive back in the into. He had like he was like
So
white and
it's
like
like the
blue.
Supreme.
I don't know what his name was.
Something Supreme.
I just remember he was like, whenever you saw him, you were like, holy shit, because he was huge.
Yeah.
And Optimus could go in the back. Like that kid had the ring too, and he had like mad figures. I think he might have had the whole line. I'm not 100% sure.
Damn kid, always having toys.
Yeah, but also I realized I think they were a wrestling family because I remember like that's where I first saw WCW.
Yeah,
it was like they were watching WCW. So like yeah, they were just into wrestling. So
Omega Supreme.
Omega Supreme. Oh yeah, man, that shit was cool as hell.
It was a white figure.
With the
giant. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
My cousin had that, and it was huge.
Yeah, man.
And it would take you about 30 minutes to put it on to transform it.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, go back to wrestling. We could go talk about figures. We probably actually land up doing that in the next cast anyway. But yeah, check out their podcast. It was actually really good. It does give you a lot of insights on the old wrestling figures if you're a collector or you just thinking about collecting again. Like me, I personally collect the WWE Pops, but I kind of calmed down on them.
Okay.
But I just kind of like money. Like, I'd rather save money right now. But
that pop could be a sandwich or something without bread.
Exactly. The last cool one I got, which I'll probably make that as the cover for this. Is the WWE 2K19 Ric Flair.
That
he has the golden shades. He has the WCW title. It's the only one that actually has the title.
And now, is that going to be exclusive? Like, I don't mean the figure itself. I mean that whole title thing. Like, was that the only exception they made?
It's the only one that has a belt. The only one they has made, since I know of, that has a belt. Nobody else has a belt. I wish they kind of make some of them, like maybe make WWE World Title Legends or something like that, and have Bret Hart with the WWE title and stuff. But, so that one was really cool, and I think that's one of my favorite ones that I got right now.
Okay.
Because the attention to detail to his outfit is really dope.
Yes, that's the one. He has that red shirt on too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Julio has it also because he got the whoever got the collector's edition got it. Yeah, cool. It was really cool, and he had a Hall of Fame ring too.
Oh shit! Does it have some heft to it, or did you leave it in?
Oh, it's a heavy little fuck.
Nice.
Yeah, and they give you like a piece of the robe. I think everyone's was different. I think it was one of the 3 robes that were in the package. Like I got a completely different one than Julio got.
So how? Oh no, yeah, I remember the 2K19. So I remember when we talked about when it came out.
Yeah,
you actually put up a video of the stuff, or did you put the pictures in?
I put the pictures on the
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I remember that. Now, what was the number? Like out of how many?
I can't remember. I don't remember it that well, but I think it was with the collector's edition. I think it was 5,000 or more. But you know what? I still see it on sale. Like you can still buy it. So
really? What?
I don't think it's that scarce or anything.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, that's gonna be one of those ones that's gonna end up rare like years later.
Like 2K15.
What's 2K15?
That's the one with the Hollywood Hogan pop.
Okay. Was that like the first time they started introducing like rare things to put with the game?
Yeah.
Really? Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. Well, they did little things, but that was the first time they actually put a pop with it.
All right.
Because I think the one before that was like Undertaker thing. It had like that was the one after. It was one of the two. It was probably the first one then.
Yeah. Okay.
It was the Hulkamania one that had Hollywood Hogan in it.
I do remember the characters were a big deal. So I don't remember when they like the actual special side things were made into a big thing. But that's still cool as hell, because some of the stuff you think you don't really want to be like, let me hold on to this.
Yeah, I'm not a Hogan fan either, but I wanted the Hollywood Hogan because if I was a fan of Hogan, it was Hollywood Hogan.
Yeah, me too.
I think I liked him more than Hulkamania Hogan.
I liked, only as a kid. I liked Hulkamania Hogan, but like, nah.
I was never a fan of Hogan.
He's American man. Remember the WCW Hogan?
Yeah, that was terrible.
No bueno.
with the little thin
The
mustache,
thin
or
mustache,
when
and
he had no facial hair, he just looked like a weird Muppet.
shit. Remember when he went to the dark side? Like I watched, I think it was the OSW review of. No, it was Wrestling with Regrets.
Yeah.
Damn, what was it? The Dungeon of Doom.
Yeah.
My God, Dungeon of Doom was the silliest shit.
Yeah.
Oof. But
Oh man.
that was Hogan just all in black with a giant broadsword. I'll
Yep.
never forget that shit. Like damn it, that's so crazy.
All right. Yo, wrestling this week. We'll talk about the weekend wrestling on WWE
Can I
side.
just say, hold on? The only people even close to that today is New Day. I just wanted to say that.
That could get away with that. Yeah.
Yeah, just the level of makes zero sense.
Because the New Day fucking I popped so loud when they did the Brood.
Yeah, like yeah. You know what it is? They pay so much attention to detail. They don't half-ass it when they do something. So
exactly.
yeah. Okay, let's go to wrestling.
Week into wrestling, we had a okay Raw, I guess.
I like the matches. The matches that we had. I not for nothing. I even like the Bobby Lashley Finn Balor match.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't this week. They threw down. It was pretty good. I mean, it sucks that that's how Seth Rollins had to lose the belts.
Mm-hmm.
I think they could have prolonged it. It could have went somewhere with this type of storyline different than it always is.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Or I was fine with it because at least they have a tag champion and they could establish that and they could focus more on the rivalry between Dean Ambrose and Seth without the belts, the belts being hot. Yeah. With the belts being hostage over the rivalry and stuff like that. But what I would have had done is that had Dean Ambrose kind of wanting to look like he wanted to keep the belts and then fuck him over.
Yeah, I would have what I would have wanted would be for Dean to last minute show up.
Yeah.
And just always let Seth get his ass kicked and then come and save him.
Yeah.
Like just to fuck with him.
Yeah. And then what he could have did once he saved him and shit like that is DDT'd him and have him win.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Heel stuff.
But like that, so I wanted because that way somebody in the tag division would get pissed off. It was like, what is going on? Like if they eventually fight some good guys, not heels, because you know AOP and the other heels, they don't give a shit. They'll take whatever advantage you give them, right?
Yeah.
But say it was Rude and Gable, they'd be like, what is this going? They would care. That's not how they want to win the match. So that way another team could get some shine by being personalities. I think too much about some of this.
Yeah, but I also think that it's good that they didn't keep the tag belts hostage as well.
Don't keep them hostage. Let somebody else have them.
Yeah, and now AOP is going to be the bar and AOP at Survivor Series.
Have they ever fought?
I think they fought once on Raw before the bar left Raw.
Okay.
I could be wrong though. Because I feel like I have seen them fight before.
I mean, it has the potential to be a really good match, but we'll see.
Yeah, a very hard-hitting match. Yeah, I could see that being something like that. Monday Night Raw, again, I like some of the matches, but I just don't like the direction they're doing with a lot of things. I would personally love to see Alexa Bliss as a GM, like a co-GM to Corbin, because seeing that she can't wrestle right now because she has several concussions.
Really? It's more than one?
It's more than one. So right now they're taking it very easy on her, and so she's still traveling. She's still doing like being a personality in the women's division that is still strong. So her like maybe picking up as a co-GM and probably fucking with the women more than anything will work. I think it will work 100%. Like she could put all her revenge on Ronda Rousey with other people. She don't have to be the one doing it.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I think that could work out. And then she's strong on the mic. She's stronger than every single woman on that roster on the mic. So it helps in that sense.
This is true. That's 100% true.
Yeah. I don't mind the Tamina Nia Jax team up.
I just hope it goes somewhere.
Me too. That's the thing that I could easily see Alexa Bliss putting them putting them on her team just because of their size.
I just mean those tag belts.
Yeah,
For all your effort, I hope you're rewarded for something. You know what I
yeah,
mean? That's all.
yeah. That's the thing is like when you put pairings together and just have nothing to really fight for, then it's just a pairing that just fighting for nothing.
Yeah, like
Like,
I again, like you said, a tag division can bring out the best in certain people. There's
yeah,
some are better as a unit than they are by themselves. So if that's what you can get, some type of female wild Samoans thing going on, whatever, man.
yeah,
Like if this can bring out the best in both people, like a different side of Tamina and or Nia Jax, like fuck it. But
yeah,
if they're gonna, pump this up and put so much effort into it, like, and for them to just not do anything and eventually turn on each other, because
yeah,
there's only one belt, right?
yeah,
Like, so that sucks.
yeah.
So that's what I say. I like it, but we need to see that gold soon.
Yeah, I think it has to be done very soon. Because again, you have a lot of pairings too that just are just fighting. They're not really fighting for anything.
I Yeah, I'll put it to you this way. My feeling is if there's no belts, like not even a mention of the belts before the end of the year, what the hell was the Sasha Bailey thing for? Why did you need them to be friends?
Yeah, exactly.
What did you put them through that nonsense for? Like, come on, that bugs me.
The whole Drew McIntyre Kurt Angle thing, I think that was the best thing overall.
Yeah, yeah,
I
man.
think they really are pushing the story with Drew McIntyre. I think he's going to be the one to probably take the belt from Brock Lesnar.
I wouldn't be surprised. But what happened to Braun? Like,
He's getting in trouble.
oh, real?
Yeah,
Really?
he's been getting heat backstage, and that's the reason why he kind of lost his push.
For real? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Wow. So do they have any insight? Does anybody else have any insight on what exactly he's been doing, or is that totally just up in the air?
He's been coming to shows late. He's been acting a certain way in backstage and shit.
Oh,
So that's not good. That's not good morale, especially with Roman, like one of the locker room leaders. He'd be the first one to say something to him.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, I Finn Balor, Lashley. I feel like Balor's just being wasted right now, and it's just really sad to see.
I just think it's at least something for him to do.
Yeah,
I'd rather him have a match that makes it to at least the shortened version of the show.
yeah,
At least that means at least they care that he did something.
yeah.
But it wasn't like that wasn't pay-per-view worthy. That wasn't, shit, that wasn't main event worthy. But it was just
Yeah.
like it was a better match than nothing. Because like I haven't been liking Lashley's matches too much. They haven't been
No.
too exciting. So
Yeah.
that was one of the better ones. You know what I
But
mean? Although
yeah.
he did have a good one with Roman.
Yeah.
So
Well, it was okay. Like it was nothing special to me. Still have a lot of problems, but they did some good within the problems. So I guess that's that. The pay per view coming up.
also, don't forget the end of the match that led into the Kurt Angle thing, but
Yeah.
it had some type of thing with Drew McIntyre.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like we don't know where that's going. And I hope that leads to Finn Balor having something to do with McIntyre. And if that's how you get him back into the main event scene, oh boy.
That would be a good match too.
That'd probably be a good series of matches. But if you mean to tell me it's Finn Balor versus Drew McIntyre for the Universal title at some point, I'll take that shit in a heartbeat. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'll take it. It will forgive you. I'll forgive you for all these crappy Raws.
Yeah, man. Like we know Drew McIntyre works his ass off, but also Finn Balor, we know busts his motherfucking ass. So seeing two of the hardest working people on Raw, like that'd be some good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Survivor Series right now is pretty much Raw versus SmackDown, so there's no really like big like matches being set until after Survivor Series, which I think is TLC.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's pretty much the build is pretty much Raw versus SmackDown, and they both building their teams and all that stuff. Baron Corbin, I think Kurt Angle fought for captain of Raw's team, but he lost.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. He got bamboozled by the general manager.
Yeah, Baron Corbin.
Mm-hmm.
And Alexa Bliss is the captain of the women's, and she hasn't picked her full team yet. She'll pick it this Monday on Raw.
Yes.
SmackDown, on the other hand,
Mm-hmm.
holy shit. Rey Mysterio versus Cien Almas.
Cien Almas is nonstop been delivering since he got there.
Amazing match. Can't wait to see these guys fight again. Like this in a higher caliber match. It was really entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
We got Becky Lynch putting an incredible promo.
Yep.
And again, Ronda, you suck. Sorry.
That was up there with anybody that you can call great.
Yeah.
Like, there's something about not just standing there talking like you're delivering a wrestling promo. There's something about being real and in the moment, and you could tell.
Yeah, and that's something that Ronda has a lot of problems with. Like her whole promo just gave me douche chills.
I felt she was okay until she hit this one moment where it was like, oh, you just had to remember that.
Yeah.
And again, that's the thing that takes me out of when somebody's talking. Like, I know this is entertainment. I know they don't hate each other, but when you hiccup in the middle of whatever you're saying, it's like, oh, that took me out.
Yeah, check out Twitter on Twitter. Becky and Ronda going at it, and Becky been calling her Stan.
Oh, I've seen the wrestling community putting up some funny Simpsons ones.
Yeah.
I think I retweeted one of those. That shit is hilarious. Yeah, they're going in. They're going in.
But plus, with Becky Lynch being a badass and her badass promo, we got a introduction to a new SmackDown member.
Oh yeah.
And I love the fact that Sanity came out with her.
You know what? It took long enough. Yeah. That's all I have to say. It took long enough.
I was happy to see her. Nikki Cross makes her SmackDown debut in great fashion. She had a great match with Becky Lynch. I can't wait to see more of that. I think the crowd dug her up in a heartbeat because one is it was in London, so
oh, really? Okay. Yeah,
it was. Right. They are both European, so the crowd was going crazy as it is. But it was the fact that Nikki Cross and Becky Lynch had a really good match. They beat the shit out of each other, and it was a really physical match. I applaud it very much. Nikki Cross, thank you for coming to SmackDown.
Yes, and thank you for keeping that intensity. That's what drew me in. Was like she was on 11 the entire time.
Yeah,
and I love how it translates. Because again, that's the thing you're afraid of is this NXT person going to translate? Yep.
And New Day and Usos, fuck.
Yeah, that was a pay-per-view worthy match as well. If this, like, to be completely honest, if you put this SmackDown as a pay-per-view, I would have just said, fuck it.
I would have accepted it. I was like, I believe it.
I didn't know it, but I was ended up watching a pay-per-view on Tuesday. There you go. So
you had an amazing match between New Day and Usos. They always bring it 100%. Every single time they have fought, I have reviewed it probably a 4.5 to a 5. Yeah. I love their rivalry and I love the ending of the match. These guys are pretty much it's gonna be dumb 5 guys in the Survivor Series thing for the tag team.
Oh, nice.
So we'll see what else happens within the build of Survivor Series. But that was also a great match. A lot of cool things off of that. And again, like I was like, just wild. Especially a TV match. You like, damn.
But again, that's why they are like the top dogs, man. When it's funny, you think about SmackDown's tag division and you go, man, there's so many people on there, in the division, but there's not that many people on that level, dude.
Yeah.
In the New Day.
You have New Day and Usos, they both like fight for number 1.
Yep.
And then everyone else is follows behind.
Yeah.
No offense to the bar, no offense to the club, no offense to all these guys, but until you guys could put a 5-star match, be the match of the night on a kickoff, on a damn kickoff pay-per-view.
Yeah. You're right.
You haven't earned your shit, and the New Day and Usos stepped it up every single time. So those guys are the number 1 tag teams on that roster.
There has to be statistics for a New Day match being the most watched kickoff match. There has to be. Yeah,
definitely. We had Jeff Hardy versus Samoa Joe. Those were just qualifications. I'm actually digging the whole Daniel Bryan Miz thing.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's fun. I think it's cool. I like the fact that they're getting along and then they're not getting along.
I like how it ended. It fucking pissed Daniel Bryan off. That was cool.
Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Me too. Me too.
We're gonna have Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles, which last time it was good. So I'm like, all right, maybe AJ will get the win this time.
Maybe. I hope so, but I really don't think so.
Shane McMahon explained himself about the best in the world. He said he did it for SmackDown and not for himself.
But
and blah blah blah.
Can I just say I didn't like that?
Me either.
I thought it would have been better suited if it was just for him.
Yeah.
If he just was like, fuck it, if nobody else could do it, I'll do it. You know? And then that would have been a different angle he would have took with the Miz. But I mean, then again, we ended up with what we had, and that was, I guess, better for it? Question mark. You know, with the Miz and Daniel Bryan. So I don't know.
Yeah, and then we had the promos for the women's Survivor Series team. I like the whole thing with Mandy Rose coming out saying everyone she's getting there.
Personality development. Let them do it.
Yes. SmackDown better than Raw. I say this.
Also, great. I'm gonna say I hope this leads into a series of matches with Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville.
Me too.
Because she keeps fucking with her.
Yeah.
This is like the second and third. No, this is actually the second time. Last time she eliminated her.
Yeah.
And now she's, basically calling her out. All right, so
and laughed about it too.
Exactly.
Like,
it never really addressed her in the ring too. She kind of just looked past her, which I thought was funny.
Yeah. Then now we're going to the heavy hitter matches. Shows 205 Live, Buddy Murphy versus Mark Andrews. Excellent match.
No, Mark Andrews. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of him. Whatever, because he does get featured a lot between the UK stuff and showing up on 205 and or NXT or something like that. So, but yeah, that dude, him and Buddy fucking tore it down, dude.
Yeah. Really great match. I did not watch the first half. So what happened in the first half of 205?
First half was TJ. It was a tag match. It was Lucha House Party versus TJP and I think it was Tony. No, I think it was Tony Nese.
Tony Nese? Okay.
I'm trying to remember if it was Tony Nese.
Because I know he ripped the mask off and then say he had the second mask on.
Yo, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, I would just like this. But you know what? The thing I remember most from the match itself is just the way that Lucha House Party like gets his antics over.
Yeah.
Like the way I'm sick of that fucking dance. But when Kalisto does it or Lince Dorado does it, they do it in such a way where it's hilarious. Because they do it mad fast. And like something about that resonates with me. Just they could do that and then instantly snap right back into doing a wrestling move. Like it's so fucking funny.
Yeah. I like Lindsay, so it was cool. I saw that part of the match. I didn't get to see the whole thing. I have a feeling it might be that dumb as team and another Raw tag team versus the New Day.
Please.
I think it would be Lucha House Party and two other people versus the New Day and Usos, which it's not fair, but it's gonna happen.
Listen, Kalisto is. I will always give him props. He is like the one roster member that no matter where you put him, he does good.
Yeah, and he has history with the New Day. He has history with the Usos. They had amazing matches, so it'll be something to watch. Shit, he had the highlight of the year a couple years ago. In a match between the Usos and the New Day. In the ladder match, when he did the Selena Soul off the ladder.
Oh, shit. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
NXT, great show. Love the whole build between Ciampa and Velveteen Dream.
Oh, my God. That match between Lars Sullivan and Velveteen Dream was like, it was perfect for a different type of match.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of one of the things I like about both of them is like, they are who they are. One is a big man, and Velveteen Dream just is.
Yeah.
But they can work whatever their style is with everybody on. It seems like in NXT right now. Which is so fucking good.
I actually really enjoyed the match between Heavy Machinery and the Forgotten Sons.
Yo, Forgotten Sons. Well kept secret. I'm just saying.
Yeah. And they really solid match. I like the fact that there was a lot of like kick out that too, and just like build story.
Match, though. That was
like story.
Sons,
yeah,
they hit hard.
I did like the whole Johnny Gargano little explanation on why he did it and all. I thought it was kind of funny and cheesy at the same time. Um,
I don't. Here's my thing. I don't like Candace not talking.
yeah,
That was to me like that was weak.
yeah,
She didn't say anything. She was like, I'm not saying anything. When they were showing the confrontation with her,
yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah.
like boo.
So I think there will be probably one more match added to Takeover, which will be probably Matt Riddle and Keith Lee versus Ono and a partner of his choosing.
Really? Oh shit.
I think that's gonna happen on, or it might be Riddle versus Ono.
Oh yeah. Because of the backstage thing they got
Yeah.
going. Yeah.
So
Okay.
because there's only 5 matches announced, so there's usually 6.
Okay, got you.
So that was the only thing I was looking at, and the fact that there's North American title and tag titles are not being defended
Wow.
because they're all in the war game match.
Holy shit. You're right.
Yeah,
Wow.
which is fine.
It is, but I'm just thinking about that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that is true. Wow.
yeah. So yeah, NXT Takeover looking fantastic actually.
Uh, dude, that tag match is gonna be the war games is gonna be bananas.
Yep.
Yo, that's just gonna be crazy. I'm going back to the last one
Yeah.
and having forgot who all was in it because it's been a while.
It was
And I'm like,
Sanity,
yes, it was Sanity.
Roderick Strong,
It was their
AOP,
team.
and
It was AOP, and it was
the
like,
Undisputed.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like that was not like that was the first time they had Roddy, right?
No, Roddy was AOP.
Oh, yeah. Oh no, that was the match that was a switcheroo at the end.
No, he
Because
didn't
wasn't that
change.
the
He didn't go heel then.
you didn't go here?
No, he went heel on Pete Dunne.
Oh, you're right. He did. Oh
Yeah,
shit, you're right. That was that match.
he dressed as AOP.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay,
Yeah.
now I'm trying to. Damn, I'm getting all that blurred
If
up.
you haven't seen the first War Games, watch it. It's really
Yes,
good. Very very violent.
but actually
um.
a good use of the environment. I like that.
Yeah, I know this dude got his head cracked open because
Who
he
the
took a
Extreme
German.
Wolf?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he took a German from the top.
yeah. That's crazy. Just
And
to
I think
say
he
that.
landed in the middle of the ring where there was no give or anything. Because you
Mm,
had that center of the ring that had a metal plate in between, so they didn't
yeah,
fucking get their foot
yeah.
stuck.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
You know what we could do today is that we could give our predictions for the takeover. So far, we have most of the matches. There's only one match that it may be up in the air, which I just said Matt Riddle versus Ono.
Okay.
I think it may happen, but there's a chance it might not. So we'll see. But the fact that he just got him, I think they want to highlight him on at Takeover.
Yeah, I mean, and also the match that he had, the dude he had a match with was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I
So
would like
that's
to
enough.
see. I think I see him and Keith Lee tag teaming would be great. Just the fact that
Mm-hmm.
it showcases both of them, not just one.
Yeah, and
So
they
I
do
think
have
that should work.
chemistry because
Yeah,
they've done stuff against and with each other. So that's cool.
yeah. So NXT Takeover, we got our first female 203 falls match.
Okay.
Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler. Who you got?
Hmm. I think this would be a good time to showcase Kyrie Sane being crazy and being unstoppable when she gets
Yeah,
that rage. So I think she might win.
she might win. I think
Mm-hmm.
so too. I think I have her as well.
Yes.
Johnny Gargano versus Aleister Black.
I think he's gonna get kicked in the face again. Sorry. I think Johnny's getting a kick in the face.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
I think he may get kicked in the face, but he's not going to lose the match.
I think Candice might save him. Please.
Yeah,
She has somebody do something.
let her get kicked in the face.
No, I mean, she steps in front and then she takes the kick for Johnny. There you go.
It makes Aleister Black feel like shit.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I just want her involved. Like she wore all black and black lipstick one day, and then they had to have had something planned.
Like she went to the dark side, wearing black lipstick. That's how she went to the dark side.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like she was mad for one day. Boo. I say Johnny.
What else we have? We have the NXT Championship match. Tommaso Ciampa versus Velveteen Dream.
I think Ciampa's gonna keep the belt.
I want Ciampa to keep it, but I want Velveteen to win the XFL. So this is like the hardest decision for me to make because I want like both of them. I would like to see someone that developed through NXT actually get that belt.
Would Velveteen be the actual first?
Well, Big E.
Okay.
I'll say it was the first. Like work through developmental and get the belt.
Okay.
Because everyone else had indies. Like Seth Rollins was the indie. So Nakamura was Nakamura. Balor was Balor. Zayn and Kevin Owens they had their fame already.
Okay.
So yeah, Big E.
Wow.
So that's my reason why of wanting Velveteen Dream to win. So even though he don't have to have a long reign, just have him have a taste of the title and have him screwed over or something like that. But at least I think the crowd will go fucking nuts if he actually won the match.
I don't think he's gonna win because I don't think this is the right setup. And NXT is very good about having like a big thing for you when you're done. And I think like if Velveteen wins, like it's gonna take away from the entire storyline that they're doing right now. I feel like Ciampa's gonna hold on to it until I think Johnny's not on his side.
Yeah,
I think not 100%. And I think there's gonna be I think that's how Johnny's gonna get the belt from Ciampa.
Yeah.
So that's why I think he's gonna hold on to it.
Yeah. So right now we only have 4 matches announced, and I think there may be 1 or 2 more. So we'll see that probably next week. But and then we have the wargames match: North American champion Ricochet, UK champion Pete Dunne, and the World Raiders versus the Undisputed Era.
I mean, this will be the actual first time all 4 Undisputed are gonna be in the ring, right? In action at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's gonna be awesome because they're all super fucking good.
Yeah. But who you got to win?
I think they're gonna win. They're gonna cheat.
They're gonna cheat to win.
They're gonna cheat. They're really good at it. They're really, really good at it.
I have a feeling Ricochet is gonna. Team Ricochet is gonna win.
Really? All right.
Yeah. I think they're gonna win. I can't wait for that match. So that match is crazy.
It's gonna be fucking
Survivor Series. We have Raw versus SmackDown. So far, we got matches in pretty much the champion versus champions. We already know what matches we're seeing for those. We're gonna see AJ versus Lesnar. We're gonna see Nakamura versus Seth. We're gonna see Becky versus Ronda. We're gonna see The Bar versus AOP, and yeah, those are all the belts, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, so that's a cool thing. Oh, we're also going to see the Cruiserweight champion Buddy Murphy versus Mustafa Ali.
Yes, that made it to the yeah. That made me happy. That announcement.
I hope it don't go on the kickoff.
You know it is the way they treat it though.
Yeah, but I think that match could steal the show.
Yes, it could. Yeah. That's again the same thing we say about New Day. I feel about Mustafa Ali
and Buddy Murphy.
Period. You know what? He hasn't had that. He's only had one? No, even his match at what was the last pay-per-view in Australia?
The Showdown.
It wasn't. Showdown. They gave him at least they gave him the respect that his match wasn't the opening match.
Yeah.
So, I feel like Mustafa's had the opportunity to do this more than once, unfortunately, and so I have faith.
Yes. But yeah, we got a good week of wrestling coming up. Can't wait for next weekend. The next takeover is gonna be great. I think Survivor Series is gonna be fun. I think the champion versus championship. I think the fact that you're not really worrying about a title defense. You're looking at the best of the best, Raw and SmackDown kind of thing, and I think that works out. I think it works in their favor, kind of in that sense.
The other thing that I think that's really good is just that. Oh my god, we're gonna have some really cool like matchups, dude. Like Nakamura and freaking Seth Rollins that's kind of a dream match. Yeah,
that was my thing. I didn't want Rusev to win. I was like, I want to see Seth versus Nakamura.
I got you. Like, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got a lot of good stuff. Definitely check out Up, down, down. Nia Jax is with Austin Creed. They had an interview. They're playing Final Fight 2.
Final what? Final Fight? Really?
Yeah,
Where
they're
did they
playing Final
find
Fight
that?
2.
That's hilarious. Final
Yeah.
Fight 2.
So that was actually really great. If you never watched any of the Superstar Save Points, definitely that's something to watch on that channel. They're always really fun and kind of hilarious. He had Liv Morgan, he had the Iconics on,
Can
and they
you
all had
can
great
you tell me
conversations.
which event was the one that Becky Lynch like just destroyed Asuka? I saw that one.
Oh, they did a WWE 2K19
Yo,
tournament.
she beasted on Asuka.
Yeah, and then
And it was
she
the
fought.
finals too.
I think she fought Zelina Vega first,
Yes,
and
yes,
she
yeah.
fought her, and Selena picked Charlotte, so she picked Beth Phoenix, and she took it very personally.
Wow. Okay, okay.
One thing I give credit to Becky is that she's keeping the
She
character.
was the man the entire time.
Yeah, she keeping the character. She keeping kayfabe alive in that sense. Is the fact that when they picked Charlotte, she's like, really?
Mm-hmm.
They
Yep.
gonna beat your ass. I one thing I give credit to Becky again. On MTV Europe, they was gonna interview her, and the girl was wearing a Ronda Rousey jacket, and she refused to take the interview.
Wow. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Becky,
That's some old school
keeping
shit right
kayfabe
there.
alive. We love you for that.
Yep. Thank you.
Jericho actually said something about that, and he loved it.
Oh my god. Did you see I mentioned I had watched the pay-per-view, the New Japan pay-per-view,
Yeah,
and I saw the Jericho match, but the post-match interview Jericho had he was again talking about keeping it alive. Jericho straight up asshole.
yeah,
When it made news stories on different wrestling sites about him denying Naito the match.
yeah.
He just said no. It was hilarious too. Like,
Yeah.
there's something about that when you keep the character
He
alive.
he put the match picture up and put X amount and said
Yes,
no.
yes, he did. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I've been trying to catch up with New Japan, but there's been a lot of matches that haven't really done it for me. I like what they're doing with Jay White, but there's some other stuff I'm just not interested in.
I will say that had a really good the bulldog. What's his name?
Fuck, okay. Ishii?
Ishii versus damn, I forget the guy who the guy with the hair, the tough ass guy.
Sonata?
No, not Sonata. The old school dude. The one that wrestled the robot in the swamp and he blew up. I forget his name. That was kind of his defining moment. I'm sorry. It's just that these wrestlers, I'm not as familiar with the New Japan wrestlers, even though I love this guy. He's the one that comes in with the little boots and he does a sleeper hold and he has the Suzuki. God,
Suzuki, yeah.
Yeah, him and Suzuki had that's terrible that I did that. But him and Suzuki had an amazing match. Like they have to be best friends. The way they treat each other in the ring.
Yeah.
They smack the shit out of each other. Oh my god. And Suzuki, just the way he kicks you with the point of his toe in your face when you're like head down, like that's so fucking mean.
Yeah.
Also, Becky did that to whatchamacallit this week.
And look good.
Cross. Yep. And again,
Becky.
Yeah. Wrestling everywhere is really good right now.
Yeah, the wrestling Babble loves Becky Lynch.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
She puts it in work.
Yeah, keep kayfabe alive with that.
It helps, man.
Yeah,
it really does. It really does.
That shit had me rolling though when I actually saw it, and she was like, "What?" It's like, "No, I'm not interviewing you until you take off that sweater. That's disrespectful. You don't disrespect the champ like that."
Do they have a clip of that somewhere?
Yeah, it's a video. Yeah, I think Becky posted it up.
Oh, so where is it? Is it on IG or can it be found anywhere?
I saw it on Twitch. I think I saw it on Twitter.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Nice. Yeah, I was happy about that. I was like, "Yeah, tell it, Becky." Stupid hot rod sweater. Can't make your own gimmick up.
You know what? That's not. Is she Irish?
No. She white.
Oh Lord. No, I'm sure she has to be because Roddy herself, right? Supposedly gave her the rope.
Yeah, Roddy just gave her permission to use the gimmick. Other than that, like she's not Irish.
Wrestling Babble does not condone Ronda Rousey portraying an Irish woman. Is that what we?
No.
We have to check. We have to verify. 32. What is it? 23andMe.
Yeah.
You do her
Becky.
DNA.
Becky's the real Irish woman.
You know what? I didn't even really think about that. I
Yeah.
didn't really think about that. Also, I remember there was I don't remember who said this, but there was this sentiment about wrestlers with accents that for the longest time the American fans wouldn't give certain people leeway, but that's BS. Because like if you look at WWE, Raw has like so many people that don't that English isn't like
I blame.
the traditional American English isn't the way they speak the language. Because look
Yeah.
at we got Drew McIntyre, we have Finn Balor, we
Yeah.
got and then we wait who else is on Raw that is has some type of different type of ways speaking English. Like there has to be somebody like at least one more person, but then you go to SmackDown and basically it's the international show. So that's just BS. That's
Yeah.
BS.
One thing I'll say with that is what is his name? Kevin Dunn has issues with the accents, and he always will be is the one that really complains about it.
Well,
But
yeah.
I think he needs to shut up and realize that how much you can't really complain about an accent when you're trying to make your company worldwide.
Worldwide, yeah. No, I think they understand this more
Yeah,
than they ever have. You know, I
yeah,
see it. I see it.
because you have a lot of your top
Oscar
people.
wouldn't be on the main roster. Let's just put
Yeah,
it. Oscar would not be on the main. She was on Raw and she's on SmackDown. But like
yeah.
we know that.
Pete Dunne, stronger Phoenix accent. You have like
You're right. You're right.
again,
You're right.
especially when you go to the NXT. The NXT is all like
But
foreigners and shit too.
I can't give them the same type of shit that I could give the main roster because
No,
NXT is changing the game
yeah,
literally. So I can't hold them to that.
yep, yep. Definitely check out Impact Wrestling this week. You had Johnny Mundo versus Phoenix for the Impact Championship. It was a really good match.
Okay.
This chick Jordan Gracie debuted. If you never seen Jordan
Is she
Gracie,
really like? She's like a bodybuilder. Like she's
yeah,
huge, right?
she's thick.
No, but I mean like
Yeah,
also she's like she was in the match with Brian Cage, the older
yeah,
brother.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. That girl, she's thick, but damn, she is strong.
yeah. She's
So
good.
okay.
I think that's a good pickup for them. I'm happy that she's there. She's pretty talented. I've seen quite a few of her matches, so she brings something to that division.
Nice.
Other than that, I can't really say much else that was great about it. But those are the two things that highlighted Impact for me.
Okay, cool. I'll make sure
Impact
to
is
check that out.
yeah, Impact is a show also that I kind of skip matches. If it's a character I don't really care for, I skip it and go to the next match.
There was a Willie Mack match I wanted to watch. I
Yeah,
gotta go back and watch that. Yeah,
him and Rick Swan had a really good match
I
recently.
think that might have been
Yeah,
last week, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go check that
Him
out.
and Rich Swan had a really good match, and him and Brian Cage, I think, had a really good match. Well, Rich Swan and banked Brian Cage.
Okay, cool. Because I did go back and watch Bound for Glory after the fact, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Impact Wrestling is pretty much Lucha Underground ish because it has all the guys.
You're right. You're
right. Sad news about Lucha Underground. It may be the last season.
Oh man, so that means after this, it can't find a home. It's not trying to continue, or is it that it's losing where it is?
I think they're not gonna sign it for another season.
Oh, okay.
But they have a fifth season like already made. So what they could easily do is maybe like Netflix picks it up and buys their rights, and pretty much you have all the seasons on Netflix, and they will continue through there, or it just goes away.
Okay. Do you know, like, is that what the company in Lucha wants to do? They want to stop. They want to stop this. Like, they don't want to do anymore. Like, is there anything like that, or is it just because they haven't been picked up?
I think it's more the El Rey's been canceling a lot of the shows if it's costing a lot of money. I think El Rey is not doing that well in that sense, so that's the reason why they kind of like canceling shit here and there.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so it's a little sad to see, but again, Lucha Underground is pretty dope. So I mean, I have not watched the current one still.
I'll put it this way: I would say if they have this much fanfare and this much hype at this point, they'll probably land on their feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so. If not, you probably see more of the guys going to Impact or in other wrestling federations.
That's true.
Because a lot of their main stars are already are elsewhere right now.
Aren't like the two main guys? What is it? Pentagon, Dark, and Phoenix. Weren't they like two of the main dudes?
Yeah. Well, they are an Impact. They're
And
Impact
what's his
Wrestling now.
name? Wasn't like
Brian
Prince
Cage.
Prince Puma was early on? Wasn't he
Yeah.
like a main guy?
Yeah. And he's in
And
NXT.
Johnny Mundo was a main guy. Yeah.
He's an
And
Impact.
even the girls are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a
That's
lot of them got signed into NXT. A lot of them got signed to Impact, NXT, and shit like that. So you may still see them
okay.
here and there. So yeah.
Okay, question. What season was Brian Cage on?
Brian Cage just did the whole thing.
Oh, he was? Really? I don't remember him. Like, well, then again, maybe I've never watched an entire season, but I never seen his episodes.
Yeah, he's been through the whole. He's been there since day one.
Wow, didn't know that.
Or at least like half of season one.
Okay.
That was King. That was King Prince Puma's like first big rivalry.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. I think that's it. I think that's all I got.
All right, not bad.
All right, so we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
So this is the Wrestling Babble podcast. Definitely follow us on all our social medias. Wrestling Inc. on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, WordPress,
Yep.
and follow me on Mark with the Mic on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. I've been doing Twitch videos here and there, so I'm on there a lot lately.
Nice.
Also, check out next week. We'll do our live polls like we do always do for NXT Takeover and Survivor Series. It's going to be a big wrestling weekend, so definitely stay tuned and check out our polls and everything.
Cool. If you want to check out some stuff on Red Cyclone Inc., we got Soul Calibur 6 Libra of Soul playthrough is going up. I'm just going through that. That's probably just going to be an ongoing thing because I don't think there really is. No, there has to be an end. This is a story mode. It can't go on forever. So I'm going to be going through that, but I know that's going to be a long process. And we're still trying to finish up Fantasy Star. So hey, if you want to see some torture, check that out.
Yeah, torture.
Almost done.
Always remember and always do follow Jenkins.
Mm-hmm.
Get them sandwiches.
It's tasty.
Just follow him. Say hi.
Tell him he can't have a sandwich.
Exactly. And I don't know. Next week again, we'll have our preview of Survivor Series and more news in wrestling. Oh, and the last thing, Big Cass had a match yesterday. He looked terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
Like he hasn't improved at all.
He looked like he's just been drinking Jack Daniels and he's like, yeah, Scott Steiner style, Scott Hall style.
That's terrible. Oh my goodness. I just watched a recap. Wrestling, if you haven't seen Wrestling with Regret, check that out because they go through a bunch of bad.
Yeah.
They went through Halloween Havoc 99, the infamous one with the Warrior.
Oh.
Boy, I don't remember that. That shit was terrible.
One Warrior Nation, the backwards NWO. There's a lot of bad stuff.
When Buff Bagwell is the highlight of your pay-per-view, you gotta when Disco Inferno is the highlight of your pay-per-view, you got a problem.
That's a big problem.
Big ass problem.
And that's when it was little by little going down.
Yeah,
it was a sunken ship at that time.
Right, yeah. The next year. That's it.
Yeah, it became the sunken ship started.
Is what it became a joke, yo.
Because they tried to get Ultimate Warrior back for this big contract, and no one cared.
Yeah, that's the last match he ever had. Well, apparently he did a match for Orlando Jordan. If you could,
in the Indies, and it was really, really bad.
So
really bad.
What it is.
And Orlando Jordan is not that good either. So it's just two really bad wrestlers.
Hey, he had the U.S. Championship.
We don't talk about that.
Wrestling, man.
Peace out, laters, and stay tuned for It Gets By That's Rare podcast.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy. Laters.
Peace.